Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, with his great gospel in sincerity and truth, and strictly coming out of our Bible for the Israelites. And one thing the Bible told us that we would be divided as a nation, as a people, right? As a people. Right, because what happened? The Lord been separated the northern kingdom from the southern kingdom. Right, when you go back in the history of the scriptures. But what happened? The Lord said that we would be oppressed together. Matter of fact, let's get that verse. It's Jeremiah 50, verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." They refused to let them go. And here we are in the Americas, and we're being oppressed together, the northern and the southern kingdom, right? Right? According to the scriptures, this was going to happen, and we're seeing it happen. And there's a spirit of division and separation. There's a spirit of hate amongst our people, right? Because one thing we got to understand, we are dealing with the curses, right? The curses that was written in the Bible that would happen to befall the children of Israel. And one of the curses would be that our eye would be evil towards our brother. Right, let's get that verse. This is the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. It reads, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave." And what's one of the curses on Jake, man? Jake, these fatherless homes, right? These fatherless homes. And this is on northern and southern kingdom, right? It's a lot of dead Mexicans due to what? Gang violence. It's a lot of Mexicans in jail, Hispanics in jail, right? Latinos and males in jail or dead due to violence, right? And they couldn't be around their children to guide to watch their children grow. Just like the so-called black man, where he incarcerated, right? Locked the fuck up. Shot the fuck up on drugs, right? Our people are fighting those curses. And the Lord also put a division of house amongst us. It says here, Hispanic man admits they're told to stay away from black Americans in their homes, right? This is one of the conversations they speak about. Oh yeah, stay away from those blacks. They're troublemakers, they're in gangs, they're violent, they're stupid, right? That's what they say. Same thing with the blacks. They tell man, stay away from them Latinos. They're drug addicts, right? They're violent. They're no good. They're rapists, right? All these are talking points coming from who? Satan, Esau, Edom, even though our people do commit these wicked type of acts. But guess what? That's all the curses. That's all the curses, right? Our eyes are going to be evil towards our brother, man, right? It's going to be a division and separation amongst the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, and even amongst the kingdoms themselves, right? A Hispanic will murder a Hispanic in a minute, right? Well, you see what they do. They'll put a motherfucker in a barrel of acid and cook his ass. They just found a bunch of motherfuckers' heads chopped the fuck off in Mexico. They just killed the mayor in Mexico, right? You got the cartel, man, just doing whatever the freak they want to. And look at the southern kingdom. Go to Haiti. Go to Jamaica. Go to any city in America, man. What? They at all the streets, gang banging, talking shit. Matter of fact, let's get this verse. Read the book of Isaiah 51. I'm going to start at 17. It reads, "Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord, the cup of his fury." Right, that's what we're dealing with, the fury of the Lord. Right? The division, the separation, the hatred. Right? It says, "Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord, the hand of Yahweh, the cup of his fury, for thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation, destruction, and famine, and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net, they are full of fury of the Lord. They rebuke the rebuke of the Most High. right? You go to any fucking city in America or any streets where there's blacks and Hispanics, they just posted up. Bunch of thugs just standing around doing a bunch of nothing, goddammit, selling drugs, scaring the shit out of the women and the children in the city, right? That's the part of the curse, because we were sent here to be, how can I say, a sore eye to this place, right? That's why any place where Jake is living, man, fucking violence, crime, drugs, alcohol, liquor stores open all night, poverty, right? It says, the Lord said, awake, awake, stand up, Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. And that's what it is. We got to be punished for what our transgressions of the Lord's laws. And now we're at the end of it. That's the beautiful thing about it. We're at the end of it. And we're waking up to what's going on. And guess what? We have the name of the Lord to call for help. It said, these two things come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee, right? Don't nobody give a damn about Jake unemployed, Jake children dying, Jake sick in the hospital, right? Because the main thing we know in this society, the only people have sympathy for is Esau, Edom. They don't give a damn about a Negro or Hispanic. That's why ain't nobody coming to help none of you blacks and Hispanics, man. Especially wait till the time of Jacob's trouble. You're going to find out really don't nobody give a fuck. It says, these two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction and the famine. And the sword, by whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. They are full of fury. They are full of the fury of the Lord of Yahweh, the rebuke of thy power. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. What would Jake drunken with? The philosophies of this world, right? The Lord done block your minds from getting this truth, but guess what? He's going to let you get anything else, which is the wickedness of this world, right? The Lord going to turn you into a drug dealer, a gangbanger, a pimp, right? The Lord done made a lot of you Jakes homosexuals, right? You niggas done, they just talked about one Jake who got his mom killed a few years ago. They raped his ass in jail. They sexually assaulted his ass in jail. And that's a good thing, right? That's all part of the fucking judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And the Bible talks about city against city, brother against brother. Man, Jake is really going to turn up on each other in the end of days too, right? You're going to have a lot of fucking blacks and Hispanics putting each other to death. You two goddamn thirds, who's all about what your set, your color, your hood, right? Wait till the time of famine, the time of what the Lord talks about, the time of tribulation, right? You really gonna turn up, and who you gonna? Because you ain't gonna go look for Esau, Edom. You gonna turn on each other. You gonna turn on each other. I'm gonna read this here in the book of Ezekiel 37:16. It reads, moreover, son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companion. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel his companions. Right? Judah is what? Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. Ephraim is the southern kingdom, so-called Hispanics, Native Americans. Right? The Lord said the stick represents what? The signs that we have on the highways and byways, right? With the 12 tribes on it. It says, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. Right? So we got the 12 tribes chart. And one Jake man, shit, we had a female woman walk up on it, right? She looked like a straight heathen. But what she say, man? I'm from I think she said Ephraim. Ephraim. It's a lot of people you won't even think they're Israelites, but once they see that sign, man, they know, man, that's me. They say I'm from that tribe, right? So this is spiritual. The 12 tribes chart is waking up a lot of people from what they're asleep. And it says, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in thy hand, and Ephraim and the tribes of Israel and his fellows, and will put them with him even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. What's the Lord about to do? The Lord's about to put the elect together, right? You look at any camp. You're going to have some Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, right? Speckled birds in that camp. Because why, man? The Lord scattered us amongst all nations, man. It ain't just no black fucking thing. This ain't no black and Mexican thing, right? What did the Lord say in the book of, what is that? Let's get this. I'm going to read the book of Isaiah 11 and 12. It says, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from what? The four corners of the earth, right? Because we were spread amongst all nations, all peoples, right? I'm going to read it. It says, I'm going to read it again. Isaiah 11 and 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcast of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off, right? Because we just read about how the northern kingdom in their house, they say, man, hey, don't fuck with the blacks. Stay away from the blacks, right? The Lord said that spirit is going to die off, right? They send these migrants here in America, and guess what neighborhood they drop most of the northern kingdom migrants in? What? In so-called black neighborhoods. Thinking they're going to start some kind of war or something. But what the Lord going to put a spirit in some of them to gather together, to come together to what? To fight against this devil, right? The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim, right? Because there's a lot of hatred, there's a lot of jealousy, right? But guess what? All that shit's going to stop because we are one people, right? But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them, right? And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite it in the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. Right? What the Lord about to do? The Lord about to bring his people together, starting with the elect. And then guess what? Those same people are going to be what? Turned on what? Edom and the other nations, right? We're going to judge the other nations. Amos 9 and 9, it reads, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among the nations. Why would the Lord sift the house of Israel from among the nations? Because it said we were scattered amongst the nations, and we were mingled among the nations. We were mixed amongst them, right? For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sieved like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth, right? And it's funny because you talk about the wheat and the tares. You go into the wheat and the tares, right? The wheat's going to be delivered, but the tares, they're going to be put to death. And it says, in that day will I raise up a tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up because when you go back to the house of David, all Israel was together, right? The Lord's going to close the breaches. Ain't going to be no envying, ain't going to be no vexation amongst the tribes. Talk about Israel, but we're going to be one. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. That they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that do this.